Hey, wait, no, wait. Good day, mates. Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as Australia, the land down under. And this time around, things are a bit weird. So, since the failure of the Great Emu War of 1932, Australia has seen a few changes. The Australian Country Party has risen in power a great deal, and it has become eminent that come the 1937 election, the center of power will certainly flip from a Democratic lead into a yet unknown direction. And we're gonna see how this plays out in the world. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna try and stem this tide of this strange new ideology, or moderately conservative one. I don't know what the Australian Country Party is, and we're gonna try and hope that the motherland will support the policy of appeasement. Costs of the last war still weigh heavily on the national memory. If making territorial concessions half a world away can keep Australia out of war, then we should certainly consider these concessions. So, the UK will like us more, and tech will be a bit faster. Joy? Wonderful. Alright, so what are all of these units right now? We got some horsies. Bunch of regular dudes. 22 combat with? Excuse me? Like, I can't even remove these. Like, why 22? Why not just 20? That's silly. Alright, well, anyway. I'll have these guys under a general. Yo, we got a hill fighter. That's excellent. Desert Fox, very cool. Alright, we got a couple solid dudes. A lot of them are level 4 as well, so that's nice. Just, know this guy. Go ahead and train him up. Always want to do the tech first. You want to do construction right now? Yeah, let's do construction right now. And let's just have this stuff in, because we will be using it eventually. Not bothered with that one. Go ahead and just add a second one to there. Dockyard. Definitely go on some convoys. How about another one for... I don't have submarines. With mine warfare. We don't have the stuff for it, so let's not even bother with that then. Sure. Some of these. Actually, point. How long are these going to take to make? Alright, there we go. Something that's a bit faster to create. Go ahead and start with some civilian factories. We want to get up to 15. Right now we're at 11 total. Go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 5. That's pretty good. From there, we're gonna need to do infrastructure. Let's take a look at our stuff over here, though. What's gonna get us more infrastructure? That's buildings. That's free infrastructure. That's more free infrastructure. Civilian factories. Military. Okay, that's more infrastructure. We'll probably start those up before we even... Should I even bother with this first? Does this matter at all? The most important thing we want to be doing right now. I mean, this is just tech speed. I mean, that's kind of nice. That's more tech speed. You know what? Let's actually just start with the infrastructure. Eh. Yeah. Yeah. And we got the Great Depression, so that sucks. How are we gonna get rid of that? How can we undepressionize? Political power. Another research slot right there. Alright, that gets rid of the Great Depression. All in. Also, I should make some troops, shouldn't I? Alright, now we wait. So how's everybody doing? Blah blah blah. I do have historic focus off, so things might get a little weird. Do. That's by the countryside. Oh! Band's going communist. Well, guess you're gonna have a little friend over here, Stalin. Lessons of the Great War. See, Britain, limited rearmament. Italy, medium world logistics, industrialization program, Balkan dominance. That's interesting. Balanced budget. Okay, yeah, that can be a number of things. They're not going sort of standard one where they go fascist, industrial. Oh, well, there we go. Oppose Hitler. Oh, that's gonna make things quite a bit different. Okay, France. Government reform. Alright, yeah. Going for that quickly. Paying foreign colonial investments. Continuing New Deal. Alright, that seems to be pretty normal. Legacy of the Revolution. Oh. They're going a little bit weird. They're going funky over here. Who else? Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody. Right, what can I do now? Promises of peace. Do I want to do that? No, we don't want to do promises of peace. Excavation 3. We want to keep that one in mind. Also, definitely want to get the... Oh man, we don't have an army theorist. That blows. Having workhorse is nice. No, it's New Zealand that has that weird tank, right? Alright. The German Reich declared war on the German Empire. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. German military junta with my man August von Mackensen. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. One of these days I'm going to need to play as this guy and don't become either a monarchy or a democracy. That would be sick. Go get him, Mackinson. Oh, we already got that. Structure. Industry research. Oh, that's nice. Also, yeah, I should have read this. For decades, Australia has competing railway gauges, making a mess of our transportation and shipping needs. The time has come to finally standardize railway gauges around the country. I want to do the industry. I wanted to start working on this because that one advisor could be good. Getting the silent workhorse. Maybe this, I need the policy of appeasement. Or do I want the industry speed? I think I'll start the policy of appeasement. Yeah. We should certainly consider these concessions. Germany embroiled in civil war. A sudden Wehrmacht coup, led by the famed Field Marshal August von Mackensen, has triggered a civil war in Germany early this morning. Fascists, royalists, and Democrats alike have taken up arms against their former countrymen, and military units have been removed from the borders to see to the internal threat. The fascists, under orders of Hitler, have already vowed to destroy the nation rather than see it fall to treasonous Germans. Let us hope peace will soon return to Europe. Come on, Mackinson. I think they generally win this. Also, what's Poland doing? Alright, did we already look at that? Yeah, they already started that stuff. Looks like they're getting pushed back. That'd be pretty lame if Germany ends up just doing the same thing after this focus. Strengthen the monarchists. Okay, that's the same thing. I was thinking that it was going down that other path. Strategic decisions, Western focus. One of these days, Austria is going to need its own stuff. All you guys are done. How about you all just garrison the coast? Just in case. On, Mackinson. Court policy of appeasement. Right, do we wanna... Alright, they need... Oh, you actually need to marry... Really more for this. Interesting. Singapore is too far away from London to be secure. Australia will take it upon itself to protect this outpost of empire from aggression from others. You know, I kind of want to save. Something about emus? Sure. Let's go ahead and do this, and I think we might scum it if this one doesn't work out. Because, I mean, it seems kind of... I would like to get this. And I have historical focus off. Things could happen randomly, and... yeah, hopefully it'll just succeed. And now we can actually get this guy, though. Let's get the Silent Workhorse. Speed up some political power decisions. Come on, Mackinson. Come on, Mackie Man. Gonna eat some Prangles. I think it's going pretty well in the north. Not as well. I don't know. They're kind of. Kind of going well there. Don't know about the south. Air defense. Western possessions. Go ahead and start going down this one. Apparently, why do I get the choice of this? Kind of weird. So what is it that this requires? It requires national spirit, George VI. Or Edward the... I mean, it just needs one of these modifiers, actually. That'd be kind of interesting to just leave the allies because of this. I mean, it's possible this could happen, too. Anyway. Edward VIII abdication crisis. The British government has been shaken to its very core with the announcement that the king wishes to marry the low-born divorcee Wallis Simpson. This has resulted in outrage both among the members of parliament as well as the public. As opponents argue, the king's duty is to his people and country first and foremost, and to his own happiness second. It is argued that the king, as the leader of the Church of England, which does not allow for divorcees to marry, therefore cannot marry Mrs. Simpson. The debate has now flowed over to Dominions, and as the king has given no indication to hearing the advice of his cabinet, we must assume that the plans for the marriage will not be changed. If he forces through his will, how will we respond? So it seems like he's gonna be doing it. Alright, so this is not actually us making the decision, this is us determining how we go about it. We could just leave the allies. Nah. He shall be our king no matter what. We're locked into the loyalist branch of our focus tree. Well, I mean, we already have chosen that, so... Yes, sir. Political direction? Elect a king. Alright then. What are you doing, Canada? I forgot about you. Crown corporations haven't chosen your political direction yet. War Department. Exile Calais. And what are you up to over here, Japan? Change the exiles. What's a little neighbor doing? Forgot about them. Alright, Italy finished them off. Oh, wow. They're going either fascist or communist. Yeah, it's going real crazy this time around, huh? Alright, it looks like the junta is pushing in the north. Excellent. They're holding, and they push in the south a good bit too. United Kingdom transfers colonial holdings. The British has passed, the singular British has passed the law that will transfer control of all British colonial possessions near Singapore and Borneo to Australia. Our national safety is finally in our own hands. We will not disappoint. British Malaya becomes puppet of Australia. And Australia assumes responsibility for colonial holdings. Excellent. Very good. So British Malaya is ours now. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going down this direction. Alright. Let's actually keep going down this way. Industries Assistance Corporation. The recent global economic dislocation has discouraged investment and entrepreneurship in Australia. The Industries Assistance Corporation will advise and finance small businesses around the country to get the economy moving again. Yo, what's up, Stalin? Which one's FFAA? Also, I can get a new guy over here. But remember to... What are my resources? How are we looking here? I mean, we're going to be sticking with our British overlords, so we should be in good control of most things. Toasters, yes, exactly. Good point. It can already get to partial mobilization. All toasters toast poisonous spiders. That's what they say in Australia. Crikey. Australia assumes responsibility for colonial holdings. In an attempt to stand up to the increased threat of British holdings in Southeast Asia, the colonial territories of Singapore and Borneo have been transferred to Australia. With the goal of being the Commonwealth's first and best line of defense in the Pacific, Australia assumes full responsibility for military and administrative preparations in case of fighting in the region. Presumably intended to counter the imperial ambitions of Japan, Australia will no longer be entirely reliant on the efforts of its former colonial overlord to protect her shores from invasion. Yo, dog, I heard you like puppets, so I gave your puppets puppets so they could puppet while they're puppets. We finally have the means we need to defend the continent. How you doing there, Japan? Open up the universities. Yep, they're going communist. Juco. Great Purge. Man, nothing very interesting the Soviets can do these days. United States War Plans Division. National Housing Act. Mexico is purging the bureaucracy. Alright, they're going down over there. Though they have also chosen the legacy of the revolution. Britain. Radar. France, military factories. Germany, continuing to have their civil war. Alright, Mackenson's doing it. Spanish Civil War. Blah blah. So my plan is just, I mean, we're gonna buddy up with the UK. No, not do anything too strange. We might have to, I don't know about this whole, like, Australian country party thing. I don't know, we'll just deal with that when it comes. Italy, extra slot. Fill the railway gaps. They are doing Czech industry. Fight the Habsburg prince. Alright. Yugoslavia, friendship treaty with Italy. Cool. Danubian transport network. What's another one's doing? Abandon the gold standard. Okay, going for that. Pretty good timing for that. Alright. You are doing Tata Steel. Tata Steel? Oh, I haven't even looked at South Africa. How could I forget South Africa? What have they been doing? Alright, they haven't chosen a path yet. Financial policy, land redistribution. Oh, national bill. Ooh. Yeah, let's do this. Foreign influence. The countries we have taken under our protection deserve only the best and most equitable governance. Destabilizing influences from alien ideologies must be curtailed. Oh, hold on, do we want to do that? Let's not do that. We'll spend, we'll wait a little bit longer for that one. I'll certainly make tanks. Don't know quite when I want to. Or how exactly I want to do it. I might do it the same way I did with South Africa. But I mean, but this is definitely more focused on... We're gonna have to deal with Navy stuff, primarily. Just defending our coasts and the like. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Some good Marines. I'll just finish up this Cano Pringles. Yeah, it's all crummy at the bottom. Nom, nom, nom. Are they? Hold on 1 second, I got all the crumbs over me. Be back in a minute. Okay. Got the crumbs off. It's fine now. Everything is okay. Alright, so, amphibious mechanized is pretty good. Alright. So, do we want dispersed? Do we want concentrated? How many states do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we've got a good number of states. Always concentrated, you think? Hold on, I gotta grab some. Because the only real advantage of dispersed is that they get bombed less. I mean, the efficiency kind of nice, but I guess that's sort of a short-term fix versus a long-term benefit. Finland and the Netherlands. Why those? I feel like dispersed. Gotcha. I feel like dispersed would be good. Like, they should make it so that you actually... Concentrated gives you more in, like, it makes production faster, but dispersed should give you more room. So it's like if you have a lot of states, dispersed would be better, where if you have fewer, concentrated would be better. I think that'd be kind of a neat way to do it, but whatever. They do, which seems kind of weird to me. Alright, now let's start going down this stuff. How's the German Civil War going? Alright, go get him, Atkinson. What I like to see. Otto assumes the Hungarian crown. In search of a suitable king, the Kingdom of Hungary extended an invitation to Otto von Habsburg to return to the lands that were until recently ruled by his family. Otto, who lived in exile throughout Western Europe since the end of the Great War and the dissolution of his father's empire, chose to accept the offer. Today, amidst much fanfare and celebration, he was crowned King of Hungary in a solemn ceremony at the Royal Palace in Budapest. They get the tanks, good. During his coronation speech, King Otto thanked the Hungarian people for their loyalty and devotion, and vowed to see the Habsburg lands reunited once more, promising that this time Hungary would be the dominant constituent part. Will the empire rise again? Isn't he handsome? Alexa. Man, that's good. Once this pocket's dealt with, be alright. Haha, that leaves Hitler with a generic tree. That's funny. That's pretty fast building. Oh. Fallen government. Would you look at that? The government done fall. They're run by an empty building. Unlike Switzerland, which is a full building, you can tell because you don't see inside and see no one there. These damn buildings are just not really the best at rulership. Alright, they're almost to Berlin. Oh, right. Oops. How much? Did I lose any time? I did. Crap. I think I did. I totally blanked on that. Let's go ahead and get even more infrastructure. Western Australian Government Railways. The state-owned railways in Western Australia should be given a greater priority than the road construction at this point. Geography favors the terrain in the west. We should take advantage of that. Oops. Whatever, it's not a huge deal. Wastes a little time, but I'm just more interested in seeing how this is gonna go. What ships would be good? I haven't actually played with the Navy since the new DLC. So I don't know what would really work. Right now I am building a bunch of convoys and some light boys. Early destroyers. Undetectable? I presume that means undetectable. I still need to do some tech for subs. Weird. I'll be keeping those in. I'll be keeping the submarines in mind. Also, free trade? Yeah, what are resources? So, like, battleships aren't very good? Unless you're like a really big country? Should you not do battleships? Alright, got a bit of steel and chromium. A lot of tungsten. These must do. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and do free trade. So something you really should only do is like the United States, Britain, Japan, Germany. Oh, really? Still useless. Not even Japan. That's a lot of rubber. Yo, they did it. Okay. Good to keep in mind. And India, not aligned and is out of the faction. I guess they decided to leave the Allies because of the decision. South Africa is in the Commonwealth of Nations. Canada is also in the Commonwealth of Nations. It's also a different name. It's not the Commonwealth. Is it? Like, what was the old name? Like the other one. Alright, let's see. India, Canada, me, New Zealand. They're also in the Commonwealth. Alright, not aligned. German Civil War ends. The civil war that has racked Germany has now come to an end. The fighting was extremely intense, with fanatical resistance by the Nazis, causing devastation on a scale reminiscent of the Great War. But a whole lot faster. Oh yeah, Canada generally becomes the leader. It appears Hitler is dead, and the Nazi leadership imprisoned or executed. The provincial government has now announced that it is necessary to secure their hold over the state and ensure the return of stability to the nation, before there can be any thought of embarking on a process of constitutional reforms. Let's hope the new regime is more accommodating. I mean, it's kind of hard to not be more accommodating than Hitler. Yeah, Canada is the faction leader, with South Africa and New Zealand. I'm the only one that's stuck in the Allies, because I'm a good little helper. I wanna get the... I can get this guy's not as good as this, but less expensive. It's kind of a good thing to get early on. Or I could just wait for this one. War industrialist. I'll get him later. And Navy bombers wreck ships. Cool. I hadn't really considered Navy bombers beforehand. You know, they should really have somebody else, like a different picture, different portrait, if I do say so myself. Can they really just not get a picture of an Indian person? Alright, let's go ahead and get this one. Strengthen ties with the UK. Our loyalties lie with the mother country. We will go where she follows and commit to fighting her enemies. God save the king. A change in course. Do it. Kill the building. There's the Olympics. And the newly rebuilt. I just noticed that. You're the new state. Oh, I do have a navy, don't I? Got probably a decent bit of other stuff. Aviation enthusiast. Lineage. Old. Forgot about that whole training your navy thing. I already did train my army. That much I remembered to do. Army premise. Revise Versailles. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's what I got. Yeah, even when my guys are already trained to the max, that we still get army stuff. Still get points. Okay, still get XP. And the hard-coded narco-democratic Germany gets rid of Hitler. Interesting. Alright, so I guess I will just keep training these dudes. Who needs guns? I'll probably just make this the priority, opposed to reinforcing. Also start making some of these. Whatever they will be. Why, thank you, building. I want to get the industrial concern. I think I do. DHP steel. I really like my industrial research. And declared war on the Japanese People's Republic. Alright, come on. Japanese People's Republic. You can actually do it this time. Oh. You're independent? Being assertive? Or not independent, well, you're a higher thing. Don't just let Japan just hole up in Tokyo. Pakistan declared war on India? What? That's interesting. Do it, Pakistan. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and how bad are my tanks? Yikes! Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, let's actually not even bother. They're barely even tanks. King Edward VIII visits Australia. John Curtin has traveled to Britain to take part in the marriage ceremony between King Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson. Following several weeks of lunches, dinners, garden parties, receptions, and more dinners, he has finally succeeded in securing a private audience with the new king. After an exchange of pleasantries and small talk, the topic turns to politics. The king goes on a lengthy tirade about Commonwealth solidarity and loyalty to the mother country, and as he goes to address continental politics, John Curtin cannot help but feel a little uncomfortable. The king asks what he can do to help Australia and endear himself to the people there. Political power, manpower, war support. Yeah, I agree. The first one, definitely. Gain base stability. I asked the king to make a visit to Australia to boost morale. Recruitment campaign. Always support the government. Next. Yeah, why would you not? I think it's if you don't want the non-aligned stuff, you would... Yeah, we definitely want this. But I mean, at this point... 69. Nice. Alright, stop the monster. Work on other stuff. Let's get the... Yeah, let's definitely get this one. South Australian Housing Trust. South Australia needs more industry and investment, so it will dedicate resources to a series of planned communities and housing improvements, especially around Adelaide. How did this happen exactly? I guess it's a new event that was programmed that Pakistan will actually declare war for independence. Hold on a second. Did they? They didn't go decolonization, did they? Oh, they're going the King's Party. Guide the colonies. No, they haven't. Edward VIII empowers King's Party. Following the royal marriage between Edward VIII and Wallace Simpson, the king is now appointed the leaders of the newly formed pro-monarchist King's Party. Winston Churchill, Oswald Mosley, and David Lloyd George. He's the fascist one. I don't know who this guy is, though. To form a new government after the nation's extended period without one. Orders of Edward VIII applaud the formation of a loyal government, but critics point out that the new government is so supportive of the king's wishes that we might as well consider the king to be de facto an absolute monarchist. Step into the past. Okay, this always happens when India gets free, and Burma is independent too. Resource efficiency, production cap. Over the production cap right now. Support the right. Interesting. Alright, white peace with them. Revive the Kaiserreich. We're getting a fascist France and a non-aligned Germany. German appeasement. How's that gonna work with non-aligned? Bangladesh declared war on Pakistan. Wow, history's really speeding up here. We do have a crazy amount of naval experience right now. The right ascendant in France. Following close to 2 decades of political turmoil, the people of France feel they have yet to regain what was lost in the Great War. The French establishment has set their sights on reconstructing the French state and re-establishing French greatness. And he can train without fuel, so that's good. Makes sense. These political reforms are strengthening the power of the state and the army, with the French people convinced by Edouard Daladier's promises of greatness. Tragic development for the Third Republic. Austria votes to unite with Hungary. Someone got Anschlussed in a different way. At the insistence of the Hungarians, Austria has carried out a referendum on the possible reunification of the two nations under the Habsburg crown. The final count has almost been completed, but it is already clear that it is a landslide victory for the reunification camp. No irregularities in the voting process have been reported. The Austrian government has found itself obligated to reform into a regional government of the Hungarian state. Though the move is greatly welcomed by the Hungarian public, the political repercussions of the referendum will likely be felt keenly throughout Europe. The Empire's power vacuum may yet be filled. Oh, and they're called Great Britain. God save the king. Nationalist intervention, rebuild the nation. Army modernization. Invest in Yar, har har har. War plan orange. Hindenburg kerploded. We're doing whatever. South America's boring. On the University of South Africa. We get to warlords. What's the 3 rules? Come on, communist Japan. Actually succeed. Don't just let them sit here like this forever. I mean, eventually the fascists have to run out of manpower, right? Tank designer. Work on that later. Department of Supply and Development. In wartime, we need a special department to handle logistics and supply matters, and ammunition, fuel supplies, and everything necessary to keep an army on the move. Okay. Go ahead and get excavation. It'd be interesting to see China try and subjugate the warlords without Japan on their butt. Alright, there's an encirclement there. Good sign, good sign. Not saying that's good for us that these guys are communist, but it's more interesting to see them be communist than fascist. Communists definitely have more manpower. They've got this one state, which is a big state, and they've got this stuff over here, but these are colonies. Good for Amelia Earhart. See what that's doing. Still doing that. And that. State education. General rearmament. Rebuild the nation. That's a French accent. Oh. This is gonna be interesting. See how this turns out. Let's go with the second one right away. Oh yeah, how you doing? What would be good to have as a field marshal? Better to have a higher ranked guy, a higher skilled guy, or a guy with a good trait. Maybe just cut the... I mean, this guy would be good defensively. This guy would be a bit better offensively. This guy might be good either way. These guys are just skill 4. What are you up to, New Zealand? And they're... yeah, they got rid of that one. Now let's go ahead and do adopt what? How close are we to more infrastructure? Still, there's one between it. Sounds research slot there, though. Let's go ahead and do this one. Adopt Westminster. We embrace the Westminster system that we have inherited from the United Kingdom. Kind of funny that we would still... ooh, China's declared war on the Guangxi clique. I should also... really weird that this actually starts with 22 width. Let's just make you look a little bit nicer. All right. I remember that one. Takes 20 to make it something good. Yeah, my Navy experience is going nuts. It's kind of funny though, even though they're non-aligned, we still get a Democratic guy. Oh wait, and they're called the German Empire. Yeah, because they actually chose that. They haven't gotten the Kaiser back yet. Alright, and they got puppeted. Cancel that Lend-Lease. Election. Democratic parties in minority. Politics in Australia have grown increasingly radicalized. Where there was once broad support for the parties which supported democratic ideals in Australia's representative institutions, more voters have turned to the political extremes in this election, the filthy non-aligns. The parties in the political middle, even if they choose to set aside their differences, no longer form a majority. To avoid a weak minority government, we have to choose. We have no choice but to cooperate with either fascists or communists. That's actually not what I was thinking was going to happen at all. So, let's pretend. Let's play pretend for a second. And I'll actually explain what I'm doing with this campaign. So as I mentioned in the very beginning, the repercussions of the Great Emu War of 1932 have led to the growth of power of the ACP somehow. Not really certain how. And in the following election in September of 1937, Rod Hull, the comedian and puppeteer, was elected to the prime ministership of the new Emu Empire. That's what we're going to this campaign. I planned from the very beginning to be the Emu Empire because there are 4 ways that you can play the political focus as Australia. There's the kind of more historical one. There's the fascist one, the communist one, or the quickly become free and join up with the United States one. So I feel like that's a good one, a better one for democratic Australia, which Australia starts as. So why not go non-aligned and do this one and stick with the UK? Ideally, if they're not aligned themselves. Or eventually just become independent the normal way, through the mechanics of it. And so I manually actually selected what I wanted countries to choose. Like, this isn't all, like, everyone is doing something strange. Like, I have Canada, they're going to become fascist. UK, I chose them to go non-aligned. France to go fascist. Germany to go non-aligned. Them to... Czechoslovakia to surrender. Them going non-aligned. Japan to go communist. Them to go fascist. Them to go for the Balkan dominance. See how that goes. I just kind of wanted things, like just a campaign where everything goes kind of weird. And Italy, I have them to form their own faction, but considering that Mussolini might go ahead and get assassinated, that may not work out. What I didn't know was how everything was gonna... just how the non-aligned UK was gonna mess with their guys. Like, South Africa, they're going to go communist because, you know, that'd be silly. India, they're gonna go fascist. China and communist China are gonna go do silly things, which is why they declared war on Guangxi Click. Free Democratic People's Republic of Manchukuo. That I didn't choose. That's because they're under their puppet of this one. Gotcha. Yeah, I have them going independent. United States, I'm keeping them mostly the same, except for this. I want them to... I think I have them doing limited intervention, eventually. Mexico, they are going to be going... We'll leave that as a surprise. So I used the mechanics of I used the choose your own custom rules thing for this campaign, and we'll see how this turns out. When we have a couple powerful non-aligned countries and a couple powerful unusual fascist ones. Sadly, there really isn't anything interesting to do with the Soviet Union. You can't even choose for them to go communist, to go fascist or democratic or non-aligned or anything, because those rules don't actually account for people, don't account for countries going, like choosing one of those political change guys at the, where are they? Jeez, Rodhull. Like, they don't have like the revolutionary, the reformer, and the demagogue in the rules. So they can only go like historical or somewhat non-historical, somewhat different. I don't know, like go different order of whether they oppose capitalists or fascists first. So looking for I'm about 90% certain the next DLC is going to be focused on communist countries. Anyway, the restoration of Austria-Hungary. Cool. With the reunification of Austria and Hungary completed, the Hungarian government has gathered international press in Budapest and announced the restoration of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. King Otto has assumed his rightful title as Emperor of Austria and has reiterated his vow that though the empire is yet but a shadow of its former self, he shall not rest until all Habsburg lands have been reunited. That's the end of the sentence. I ended with an upward inflection. Their neighbors undoubtedly eye the proceedings in Budapest suspiciously, though they be friend or foe. So does that mean they're going to try and get those little nubbins of land in, like, southwestern Germany? And Czechoslovakia gave the Sudetenland. Czechoslovakia surrenders Sudetenland. In a move that has surprised many, Czechoslovakia today unilaterally surrendered the Sudetenland region to Germany. When questioned, a source in the Czechoslovakia Foreign Office, the office is not capitalized, replied that it was obvious which way the wind was blowing. This was the only path to national survival. An unnamed French minister reportedly commended the move, claiming the West would have condemned the move, claiming the West would have supported Czechoslovakia had Germany pressured them. Sure. Could we have done something? Now it looks weird because they didn't Anschluss. They have this little wiggly place in the southern Sudetenland. Weird. Alright, so now that we are unaligned, I would like to do... this. Alright, so military parade in British Malaya. Democrats, socialists, nationalists, and other feminists, products of the Enlightenment, are making trouble for the Malaysian government. We will march in our unquestionable troops to the capital of British Malaya and show them the splendor of Australian military might. Cool. They get unaligned support. What about us? You know what? I might as well cheese it even more. I mean, I already cheesed it quite a bit. I used the add party popularity console command to get us above 50, because I was hoping that the election would actually get us Rod Hall elected, but that's not a thing that we could have done, so go ahead and maximize this just for the sake of stability. Let's also just go ahead. Might as well. The backroom backstabber. So this is gonna be a silly little campaign. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but we'll just see. I just kind of want to play this out best that we can. The Wako Taco. Yeah, limited intervention. I didn't feel like making them go communist or fascist, so I wanted to see what it would look like if they went for the intervention. They might be a bit more aggressive, hopefully. Are we gonna side with Germany? Or is Germany gonna side with us? Let's do this one. CSIR. Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization is a government research arm to improve the efficiency of science and production in Australia. By increasing our support for it, we will give further energy to the sinews of war. Hooray, war! I'll also choose one of these guys. I want to do air or naval? Air or naval? Maybe I should look at one of these first. Let's see. Lithgow Small Arms Factory. Let's go ahead and do this one. Forward focus. And looks like Spain is going very normally fascist. Kind of hope that Italy actually forms their own faction. It would be kind of, or France could woo them and make their own faction. I have been muted for how long? I don't even know. Damn it. I don't even remember muting myself. Jeez, hopefully it wasn't too long. Anyway, it's like what I was saying is that I'm thinking about on YouTube. Somebody tell me when I stop talking for a while. So hopefully it wasn't too long. I probably just pressed spacebar on OBS to unpause that. To pause that instead of unpausing it here. Hopefully it wasn't too long. So I was just thinking, like, next time I want to play as a fascist country, but I don't want to do it in a region that I played in the last time I played as that ideology, because then that can be a very similar experience. But then also playing as in a similar region as the last game that I played in. I don't know, but I'm thinking I should focus more on one in Europe, probably. I haven't actually played in Europe in a while, so that's actually a definite yes. So I'll either play as Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Yugoslavia. I already played as Romania once, not fascist, but I played as them, or the Netherlands. And then I also think, like, should I play the next one based on when it got its focus tree? Like, should I switch between like a vanilla, then Together to Victory, then Death or Dishonor, then Waking the Tiger, then Man the Guns, and then back to vanilla? Or should I just not even bother with that? I think that one's a not even bother with it, because that's kind of just an arbitrary one. After that DLC has been out for a while, it's not really a big deal. No, you don't really think about when it came out, what DLC it came with. So I'll do one of those four, almost certainly. Really hope I didn't talk about too much. Like, I really hope my whole spiel about what country I was playing, like what countries I chose to do what, and like my whole choice to become, my whole plan to become the Emu Empire, be non-aligned this whole time. So I use the custom rules to select what country does what. So that's why everything's so wacky. Even the turning off historical focus wouldn't make all this weird stuff happen. So hopefully you heard that, and I don't want to have to repeat all of that. Also the wiggly squiggly here. Kind of funny. So what will happen first? Alright, so I mean, they could... The question is what direction they're going to go. Actually, the real question this whole time is which one are they going to focus on? Are they going to assassinate Mussolini and attack France, likely fighting Britain? Or are they going to focus on are they going to ally with Britain to attack France and Switzerland. Likely the communists as well. Actually, almost, like, certainly the communists either way. It's just whether they want to be friends with Britain or not. That will determine how this game goes. Hey, Max House, how's it going? So let's go ahead and I cannot do that one. Go ahead and do that. This stuff isn't really huge. Alright, hope you're having a good morning. It is a bit of a wacky day in Hearts of Iron 4. I'm playing as the Emu Empire. I use the console command to become Rod Hull, the Emperor of all emus, and we are being faithful to our loyal, unaligned British Emperor for however long I feel like. Maybe forever, maybe until I can just become independent, you know. And the world, I used the custom rule sets, and everything's all funky. So, like, Germany became non-aligned. They got the Kaiser back. France is going fascist. Austria-Hungary exists. Yugoslavia is going fascist, but I don't know if they're actually going to stick around much at all. Romania is going to try and be the dominator of the Balkans. The United States is being aggressive. They went with limited intervention, but nothing too strange. Canada is going fascist. Mexico is going to be going communist. Japan is communist, but they can never get into Kanto. The war can just never push in here. They're just not that good at it. Right? Because, like, hills, mountains, 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 city. So, yeah, this is just a big, funky playthrough here. China is very civil war-y, because they are pretty safe from fighting Japan. Let's go ahead and get additional militia training. Much of our militia is unfit for service, either sick or under-equipped. We are taking steps to remedy this oversight in a dangerous world. Why is most of your militia sick? I can understand under-equipped, but what in particular is sick about them? Oh, no. That's actually one of the annoying, boring things about it, is that there's nothing really weird to do with the Soviet Union. There aren't any custom rules to make them go democratic or fascist or non-aligned, because the only way that they could do it, they don't have any kind of focus for it. The only way they could do it is through advisors to change their ideology. But yeah, what is it? They don't. The custom rules don't actually account for that. So all I selected is that they do things in a different order. That's about it. They just stick around, do their own thing. They did the Great Purge, so they're not even gonna have that civil war. Oh, by the way, yeah, Rod Hall, comedian and puppeteer, is our emperor. Our emu emperor. So, and the war in China right now is China and their puppets, Shibei Sanma, Tenshi, and Yunnan, versus the Mutual Assistance Bloc, led by Mao Zedong, with the Guanxi clique and Xinjiang as their members. I really hope Communist Japan actually succeeds. Kind of annoying that they don't. And they're stuck here. Go ahead and grab a little more steel. So I don't know, like, what this campaign is going to look like. I think we are likely to... Alright. Question is, are we going to ally Germany, or are we not? We might just go to war with Italy, who may... Actually, there are a couple questions. It's really just based on what Britain will do and what Germany will do. And who gets to what first. Italy... Come on. Italy, I mean, Germany could either focus on their own faction, which would mean fighting both France and Britain, or they could side with Britain. Attacking Britain means that they would essentially recreate the Central Powers, try and get Austria-Hungary in on it, as well as assassinate Mussolini and get get the king back in charge in Italy. In that case, we will fight the Central Powers, likely alongside France. Or Germany will join us in the Allies and attack France and Switzerland. Either way, Germany is probably going to be fighting the Soviets. So that's one choice that could be happening here. The other one being, other couple, it seems. It depends on what our British overlord's doing. We could either just be chill with Germany. It depends on who's going to get to what first. Britain has the fastest path to it, though. Is either choosing to become allies with Germany, or ignoring Germany, which would likely be the war path. That way, we would be going against the Soviets sooner. But we could also be attacking... we could also attack Japan, which could also involve attacking the Soviets. And then eventually also attacking the United States. By the imperialist uprising. Yeah, and just like get all of the guys back into the faction. Like just take all of the land that they lost. And so there was one other ending happening. One other faction that is what remains of the Commonwealth nations that decided to leave the Allies because they didn't like the king marrying the widow. And not even widow, the divorcee. Commonwealth of Nations led by Canada, which also includes South Africa, which is going to be going communist, and New Zealand, which is going to be going fascist. Let's just go ahead and get this one. The New South Wales Railway Company. Armor Research Feed. Hold on, could I now? I can do this one now. Establish Advisory War Council. Australia's politicians must put aside ideological and partisan disagreements and come together to consult and advise on the conduct of the war. Things are getting hairy here. The monarchs are rising again. I'll just do this one. Might use a little more oil here. They really need new portraits, especially for India and Bangladesh here. But they've got this guy who's unique. They're going Liberty Ethos. Burma is already democratic. Mao is not in the greatest spot. I think everything is going in favor of Republican China. Mostly. They have zero stability. Hey, right now they are the Mexican Soviet Republic. So yeah, they want commie. Free Democratic People's Republic of Manchukuo has declared war on the Japanese People's Republic. Oh, that actually might be the end of them. Does that mean they're also gonna fight Japan? Like, communist, fascist Japan? So yeah, that's interesting. Going to just do decryption. That's nice. That's nice. That's a new research slot. That's good stuff down this direction. Doctrine. It's also land doctrine. It's also land doctrine. Oh, nice. More people. Free armor. Greens recon. More land doctrine. Wow. Really speeds that up. I want to play this one until I can at least see the direction that this is going. Isolate the Mediterranean threat. Yeah, that is looking like attacking. Well, yeah, that would be, yeah, that's attacking Italy eventually, working on it. But then it really, we'll see if which one of these they go for, and that will likely determine what we do here. Let's see. Okay, so National Security Act. Now that we are at war, the federal government will assume greater power to protect Australia. We're not at war, but we're getting there. Greater press censorship, oppression of dissident groups, and greater ability to tax and seize property from the defense for the defense of the Dominion. Do another military parade. This one is free. Yeah, Siam's likely to just stay neutral through all of this. Oh, I mean, it looks like Japan actually might beat Manchukuo. Oh, and that's actually the good way that they can get through here. What would make sense would eventually Japan being just starved of manpower. They have only that one region. Italian diplomatic isolation. Diplomatic relations between Italy and the German Empire have taken a turn for the worse recently, with a string of minor diplomatic incidents being seized upon by the German government to fuel hostile rhetoric. Though Italo-German relations had begun to improve in recent years, these new developments seem to effectively preclude any future cooperation between the two European powers. Critics point out the concurrent improvements in Anglo-German relations, as well as the convenience this Italian diplomatic isolation provides to the British, which may indicate backroom deals between the two nations. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they could even get to that one yet. Alright, they're going alliance with Germany. The British have been plotting. Sneaky Brits. So it looks, man, it'd be cool if France actually goes woo Italy. Woo Italy! No, but like woo Italy. That's more like it. And I do actually have them set to go Italy first. So, I don't know. I think Italy should be trying to get Spain in. It'll likely be whatever kind of Nation Française or Novus Imperium Romanum. It'll be these guys versus these guys and me. And also, I've got them eventually going non-aligned too. So they may join. No, I think I have them to try and help the little guys. Did I? I forget. Yep, this is looking bad for Mao. Lost like 2/3 of his land. Pushed in a little there, but that's not a good direction to move, I feel. And there is now a front over here. That's even if, like, it's actually better. The Japanese people are able to take all this, and Manchukuo gets all this, then. Ooh, wow, that's actually bad for Japan. For Commie Japan. I mean, if this Japan is the only thing left, they're pretty neutered because they, again, don't have their focus tree. Still go communist, again. Re-elect the guy that led the Civil War. Alright, so they're just gonna take all this, and then they're actually gonna bring the guys back up here. Alright. There that is. And Kang is a puppet. But, yeah. But China is united. Oops. Alright. Yeah, let's go for the slot, definitely. Army Innovations Directorate. Wars spur innovation and creativity, and the government needs a way to sort the good ideas from the bad. A new specialized How can you tell the good guys from the bad? A new specialized patent office would be dedicated to determining which of the many submissions to the government have any value. Alright, we'll see what happens with Albania. Already submitted. Air innovations. Italy is still a pretty boring focus tree. I didn't really think the focus tree would be as interesting as it is in this game. Capital ship, green, submarine. The sub-range. I don't really know what, I think I may just... If we're gonna be fighting Italy, France, Spain... Maybe the Soviets? And possibly involving Japan? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be fighting much over here. Actually, but we're eventually gonna fight the United States, too. Oh, it's the British Isles. We're going to war with Ireland. Might be fighting an Anglo-German alliance. The British and German governments have announced a pact of mutual military assistance, as well as indicating their intention to respect the other's sphere of interest. Not all may be surprised to see this development after the German Empire's increasingly pro-British rhetoric in recent months. But the terminology of the treaty has taken many experts aback, and even led some to issue warnings for what this could mean for Europe. We should be cautious. Or anxious. So it looks like we're going to be attacking Britain here soon. Well, playing Fascist Britain may be cool. I don't know if I want to play as them. We'll see. We shall see. That's pretty bad for Japan. That's not good for Japan either. There we go. They're united. That's good for Japan. Let's go ahead and start some land doctrine. Keep going for the one that we already have. We've got great stability. I don't know what I mean, Japan's gonna go democratic, but I don't know what paths they're going to choose. And eventually they go democratic. Kind of. Maybe? Sorta? Actually, no, they need an advisor for that, so I don't think they will. Question of whether... Thing? Whether they will go Imperial Legacy or Anti-Imperial Legacy, and whether they try to integrate or conquer Tibet. Yeah, Xinjiang's toast. A toast. Price control to Major Tom. Price control to Major Tom. Should also have my planes. Yeah, you guys gotta do that. Armor minus 15. Production cost. Weaker carrier. When can I change this? Citizen military forces. I need to do this. Okay. And volunteers. Keep doing those parades. The emu parades. Where the emus ride the men. White piece, okay. They decided to surrender. Not looking great for Japan. Go ahead and start working on this one. Volunteer Defense Corps. Volunteer Defense Corps has been assembled from older veterans and other citizens not in the regular army. They will serve as a home guard to free up the army to take direct actions against its enemies. Hey, Britain declared war on Ireland. We're at war, boys. Won't take too long. Let's go ahead and send some troops over. Just... leave... Let's actually just take... Yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy. Who do we want to promote? Go in front of this guy. Let's take Bill guy under that guy. I mean, just take horses and they can be our coastal defense. Guys, just go help out over here. If they even need help. We'll see if they need help. Or, I mean, they probably won't, but it's just how quickly they will finish off Ireland. Very quickly is the answer. I'll probably take Dublin and that'll be it. Yep, there's Dublin. Not quite giving up. What's up, Lokes? Thanks for joining me. I'm not really big on starting up multiplayer games with just anybody. No offense. Alright. Playing Memel. I appreciate the offer, though. Yeah, I have, nothing. Alright, you guys can come on home. Now, I actually didn't have them go anywhere because I didn't put them in a coast. So that's fine. Alright, I think some of these guys did. Yeah, some of the guys started going. Let's not bother with that until we actually have some planes to make. Alright. This would allow us to change our conscription laws. Citizen military forces. It is now time to prepare a reserve army to increase our readiness in case of war. We will draft available militiamen into the army for home defense and then prepare them for service overseas if needed. Very cool. Ooh, yeah, hopefully, yeah, we can have a war in India. That'd be cool. That would be something I could help out with. Oh, and France went fascist. Ugh. Naval rearmament. Form new government. Alright, that's starting the political path. Mexican Soviet Republic joins the Comintern. Earlier today, the Soviet Union and the Mexican Soviet Republic issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status of the Comintern. Dang. Yeah, they decided not to go with Trotsky, it seems. A little disappointed in that. This is gonna be an interesting world war. Appeal to the Imperial Loyalists. Which one is that? That'd be cool. I might as well add some of these guys, I guess. Yeah, infantry. I mean, a lot of these are mostly pretty good. Considering our situation, we're gonna need quite a bit of infantry stuff, naval stuff, air stuff. Bulgaria submits to Romania. In response to the Romanian ultimatum, and faced with immediate Romanian military action, should they refuse, the Bulgarians have made significant changes to their government to make it more Romania-friendly. Bulgaria has accepted all of their neighbors' demands, and it is unlikely they will refuse further requests. As a result, it can now only be regarded as a Romanian puppet. Troubling development. Here, let's just get this guy. Get the air theorist, I guess. We haven't gotten any experience with that. Air research speed. Also less expensive, which is kind of cool, but price really doesn't matter at all. Yeah, let's get the experience gain. We still have tons. Go with division attack. Pride of the Fleet. HMAS Australia. Cool. Oh, this will be cool. Looking forward to that. Mission to the Soviet Union. Yeah, we might get some interesting communist stuff around here. March southward. Mission to see an aggressive Mexico. Yeah, they're going to try and get all this. Focus on the true enemy. Expatriate the communists. Don't know what this is gonna mean for the alliance, though. Oh no, they made the Central Powers, so they're not in the alliance anymore. Alright, so or Britain joined the Central Powers. Huh. That's interesting. How did they get that? Was that just the British thing where they abandoned the Allies to join the Central Powers? Huh. The Emu Empire, part of the Central Powers. That's something you don't hear every day. Man. All right. Here's my conscription laws now. Once I have the points for it. Cool. Yo, more oil, excellent. Goods. I don't want to work more on this stuff. Land doctrine. Hey, get a new general. Promote reservists. Though we need a home defense force, promoting militia and reserves into the regular army will give us a needed boost to available soldiers and experience. Very cool. Oh. Mexican Soviet Republic declared war on Guatemala. Cool. Britain. Do you not? I mean, I'm in the fold. I'm in the fold, bruh. Well, you'll have a CB against me, but I'm not leaving. Yet. Alright, let's take a look and see how this goes. As good of a look as we can get. Not looking that great for Guatemala. Declare war on Honduras. Next comes El Salvador. This might actually get the US into it, which would get the US into the war with the Soviets, which at this point probably would be real bad for the Soviets. There's El Salvador. Going one after another, but they have yet to break through here. So, yeah. Safeguard the Baltic. A dude came in here like a minute ago and was like, "Hey, can I want to play with me?" Just kind of left. That's where I said no. Real great etiquette there, you know? Alright, see how this is gonna work out pretty soon. Also, I can change my laws now, yes. There we go, limited conscription. Let's go and do this one. HMAS Assault. War in the Pacific will be an amphibious war, with the construction of a naval base specialized in training Marines how to take a beach is imperative for the war effort. Now it's looking like our war against India is what's going to be coming up soon. It'll take a while for it to come back. We will get it eventually, though. And we have a lot more land over here than I thought. Again, this is marine technology. Do that in a little bit. Work on the guns. Japan only has this little bit over here now. Union of Guatemala is puppeted. Finally push through Guatemala. Dun. Forgot that I should have you guys training. How are you doing, South Africa? They have not chosen whether they want to join the Comintern or do the anti-colonialist crusade. Either way, it's not going to go very well for them, I don't think. Question of when we're going to be declaring war against the other guys. They have the Dominion thing. Special forces. I feel like generally more is better, cause so they can actually have more dudes to attack places. Having them fight better, I don't even think they're quite as good as regular troops, even if they do have this. And acclimatization, not as great either. Special Forces Supply Grace is nice though. But Special Forces out of supply, maybe even may also be pretty good. I'd rather have the higher capacity. Go ahead and make logistics. We wanted a couple naval yards. How many naval yards are we gonna get from this? That is 3. I think more naval yards is a good idea. Motorized. And we haven't researched planes yet. Let's research planes, and then we'll start making some good ones. Motorized will be useful in the future. Get the more civilian factories first. I can't do that one yet. I wanna For oil and aluminum, that's great. This is totally worth getting this, though. And templates, yeah, I don't know about that either. Well, I mean, the more guys you can have, the more guys you can have in the templates, and the more guys you could have in other templates that are not exclusively the special forces. Like, you could actually make some of your dudes mountain troops in other units where it's not the majority mountain troops. But I can't even get that, so I have all this. I don't even think the war with Ireland was long enough to start one of these. We should keep working on... Yeah, only 6. Need more guys, probably need better width. I don't know if 20 combat width is good. Then maybe a minimum. I don't know. Let's do the Royal Australian Artillery. Artillery is the queen of the battlefield, and you must expand our access to heavy guns. Honduran Commonwealth has been puppeted. There goes El Salvador. Central American Socialist Republic. I think we should go for this guy. We actually got a decent bit of naval experience already. Get even more when we fight guys, too. Next goes Nicaragua. Unify Centro America. Panama, Panama, Operation Just Cause. Fitting. Let's just go with more motorized. Poland refuses Danzig. Polish government has accepted a German proposal for the return of Danzig. Oh, returns. Oh, wow. In exchange for military guarantees. Treaty has been drawn up assuring the Poles that the Germans will come to their aid in the event of any hostilities committed against them. The price has been high, once more entirely cutting off the Poles from the sea. It may well have been worth it in light of the communist threat in the east. A beneficial deal for both. We'll see. Go ahead and get recon. Engineer. Put support in here as well. There's Costa Rica. And I got Posen. And Katowice. Rebuild a high sea fleet. Encourage colonial elites. Central management. Yeah, okay, there's no access. No access to join. Sorry there, bud. Yugoslavia left out in the cold. In Transylvania. Panama. Oh no. Oh. What's up, Wisely Chosen? How's it going? By the way, I made some special notifications for this. Ooh. Austria-Hungary joined the Central Powers. I made some special notifications. It'll be, anyone would donate anything, give a little host. Have a little, Lithuania join the Central Powers. I'm encouraging, you have any bits at all? Give me a penny. Give me a penny. Oh, and Poland joined the Central Powers. That's cool. So, by the way, we're doing some crazy stuff here. I'm playing as the Emu Empire. Led by Rodhull, the comedian and puppeteer. Like, what is your other account, if I may ask? Do you use it for anything? Mexico went communist. US, they're just doing the, they're being a bit more aggressive, even though they're taking forever to declare war on anybody. Canada, gonna be going fascist. Britain went non-aligned. I'm staying loyal to them. Germany is non-aligned and has reformed the Central Powers, allying all the non-aligned guys around here. France is fascist. Japan is communist, but flailing. That's notifications on your wife's channel. Okay. You do whatever you want. Part of me is like, having a second channel that you don't use to have as a follow, not exactly that beneficial to the channel. But I just want to show off these notifications. Let's just go ahead and do specialized equipment. Alright, just a fair warning, there's only one, but it's very special. Not all the British-made equipment we use is effective for our unique combat situation. Special and custom tools have become necessary. Infantry and support equipment stuff. It's the only time I'm ever going to be using a follower notification as well. I've heard that it's kind of weird to have a notification that's like, hey you, random person that may not even ever want to... Oh, Estonia joined Central Powers too? What about Latvia? Come on, Latvia. Get with it. Oh yeah, and you know, Britain is in the Central Powers. If anyone... what was I saying? Yeah, it's like, imagine if like a major streamer were to come into someone's chat and then notification goes off saying that they're there. It's like, kind of calls someone out for, and they may not want to be called out. If they subscribe, it makes sense, because they're just kind of... That's something that you kind of want to show off a little bit. Let's upgrade this. We haven't upgraded artillery at all. And we're out of manpower again. Already. International Nicaragua. The international state of state. Alright, Costa Rica. You're next. Nope, this is all me using the custom rules, making countries do weird things, and me using a console command to become the Emu Empire. There's no way you can do this by any means in the game other than a console command. Just a funny little Costa del Pueblo. Puppeted. Wait. There's a puppet of the Soviet Union? Oh, the Soviets are puppeting all these. Not even Mexico. Lame. Synthetics? What are synthetics in EU4? Okay, I know the console command, I know there's something for the Yan Mayan, but I don't know about anything else. Alien race? Huh. Oh, woo Italy. I don't know if Italy first. Oh wait, no, and Bulgaria is not in a faction. Bulgaria is a puppet of Romania, so that's actually not going to happen. So they're going to be wooing Italy here. They don't have the siege provinces. Wow. I need to check that out one of these days. Oh, it's gonna be cool. Like a fascist Western Europe versus the non-aligned Central Powers. What are you doing right now, Britain? Mediterranean Bastion. That upgrading stuff in... Alright, yeah. Fund Owen gun research. Evelyn Owen has developed a new submachine gun that can withstand the harsh pressures of jungle warfare. We should put government resources into production and improve into production and improvement of this weapon. All right, just kind of getting the order a little mixed up there. Why not at least get a war started before I end the stream? Aesthetics. Is it like a republic, apparently? That's kind of interesting. Start in Aachen. Synthetic Dawn. So is this like... Is it a... What's it called? A reference to, these Stellaris? Oop. Nation Francais and Italy unite. Following increasingly autocratic politics, Nation Francais has announced that it is time they find allies to counter the threat of global communism. Now it seems that Italy is that ally. This morning, Benito Mussolini announced that Nation Francais and Italy will stand together as brothers. Our shared heritage will no longer make us enemies, but allies. Titans of Europe stand together. An unexpected friendship. Cody Asp, how's it going? I kind of don't really want to play with people that I've never spoken with before. Oh, is the sound not working? Oh man, that's lame. Oh, you kind of saw it there for a second. I don't know what the deal is. You're a kid, then you actually are not allowed to be on Twitch. Terms of service. Probably 13 years old. That is when you're actually allowed to have a Twitch account. Ask them. Send them an email. I don't mind you sticking around, but... I don't really, I'm just not really interested in playing with people I don't know. Or at least don't know well from the stream. That have not been around for a while. Yeah, I don't know why the why Streamlabs is being so funky. Alright. Maybe if I have Streamlabs open that helps? But anyway, I'll just show it off. When I test it, it works fine. Alright, that's fine. I don't care. Whatever. Kid, not a kid. Yeah. I'm supposed to believe you. It's 2nd of April. It's almost 1 in the morning. Anyway, here it is. Oh, and the sound is... What's up with the sound? Do I not have it... Ah, this is lame. I have it set up wrong. Maybe the sound better for something else. I have the sound volume at like 50%. Put it at 100. Blow out eardrums if this doesn't work. This is not good. There you go. Oh, you watched 20 videos. I appreciate it. Like, I may do... Eventually, I may do multiplayer with people that are regular to the stream. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't save it. That was actually pretty quiet. Let me put it down to like 70%. Save settings. Now. That's better. Alright, 100% now. Like, everything else is at like 50-60% sound. I don't know why this one's so quiet. Actually, no, that's probably because of when I actually made the video. Anyway, here, sound a little bit better. That's still... One more time. Yeah, that's still quiet. Whatever. Anyway, might change that up. I could probably fix it in something like that. That might be a nice little random notification to have show up from in the future. From Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. With the emu! Anyway. Maybe... I don't know why it doesn't show up very well. Like, it just kind of pops in for a fraction of a second. But when I test it, it's perfectly fine. Like, the same thing with all my other notifications. Anyway, let's keep this going. Let's see. So yeah, I may do multiplayer with people that are regular to the stream. Not as interested with random people. I think I played a random game of Civ 5 with somebody once. That was kind of showed up in one of my, like, the YouTube comments one time. Played once. Never was able to get around to it again. Oh, you just noticed that, dude? It's Rod Hull, comedian and puppeteer, with his puppet emu. Or is he the leader? Or is he the puppet? Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Ooh. Oh, white piece. Interesting. They are independent then. And you can only get this through console commands. You can't, like, get non-aligned by any other means as Australia. So it's a nice little joke they have. Support the Finns, alright. Anti-fascist diplomacy? What does that lead to? Focus fighting Japan, yeah. I decided to remain as a puppet, yeah. Because there are 4 political directions you can go as Australia. One is pretty much strictly democratic. Oh. I mean, it's kind of more likely to be democratic because you want to be friends with the United States, and I don't think they'd join a faction with a non-aligned guy. So, kind of being non-aligned under a non-aligned liege. Makes sense. Romania rejects Hungarian demands. Yo, it's a new war. The ultimatum's deadline has come and gone without a Romanian reply. Outraged Hungarian officials have already denounced Romania's government, claiming they are destabilizing the region with their insistence to adhere to unlawful treaties. Both nations seem to be preparing for war. That may well erupt at any day. Stone-headed fools. So that's fighting all this and that and me. March to the shore. Oh, yep, cool. So that's attack Yugoslavia, I'm guessing. Cool. There it is. Austria-Hungary declared war on Romania. Germany at war again. Oh, those Germans. Always at war, those Germans. Although many have wished for a long-lasting peace in Europe, a recent turn of events has left Germany on the path to war once again. Despite clearly violating the Treaty of Versailles, German troops have mobilized and are ready to go on the offense. German officials state that they will no longer keep the Rhineland demilitarized, arguing the need to protect German citizens in the area. Maybe the beginning of another great war. Though probably not, because it's only against Romania and Bulgaria. And we are in the war. Finland joined the Central Powers. Still don't know if they want to join the Comintern or do their own thing yet. Also, apparently Panama will not be defeated until they take the southern half. Alright, we're at war. This one may actually last a bit of time. A somewhat bit of time. Let's go ahead and get... I have to be... Is... That was Great Britain. Is that... What? Any state controlled by the Emus Empire is not in Africa? What does that mean? Is okay, so I just have to I have to occupy land somewhere. Alright, well, we're at war, so hopefully it will last 70 days. Selling war bonds to our population, they can contribute their savings to the war effort. Good old warmongery Finland. Happy to assist. Alright, let's... we need tech for submarines. We do right now. Or we could just do this. Go torpedoes. Let's just, we want to balance it. Line warfare. Let's go hard on the torpedoes. Go hard on the torpedoes. Panama joined the Commonwealth of Nations. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Looks like war is kicking off. Oh, they have 1 million troops, apparently. Yeah, they are communist and independent. Or Romania. If they were to somehow join the Comintern, that would be World War II. Oh, Wilhelm III. I'm guessing the old Kaiser died. Don't know if there's an event that does that, or if he, or what he does. I can't actually do that one then. One was to choose at war with the nation fancy. Or one of. Alright. Needs to be either they at war with France or Britain. Does it have to be both? Maybe we will see. Trotsky survives assassination attempt. Maybe they'll come to power. Maybe he'll come to power in Mexico. Well, I mean, this guy, Francisco Mujica. I think they already chose their side, so they're not gonna be grabbing Trotsky. Nova Zealandia Republic declares war on New Zealand. Hey, we're doing that thing. Got North versus South. Imperialist New Zealand. Sydney Holland, which is apparently like the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Let's see, Prime Minister of New Zealand. So, yeah, so the guy that you start as New Zealand, Michael Joseph Savage. Yeah, I'm guessing this guy is the one that, well, Savage is the 23rd, this guy is the 24th, and, this guy is the 25th. A little weird that Nova Zealandia is like a different ideology entirely, a non-democratic ideology. Excuse me? What? Imperialist New Zealand join the Comintern. That's because they're at war. Because the Comintern is at war with the faction he's in. Wow, alright. Yeah, so Nova Zealandia. Apparently this game is saying that the conservative Prime Minister of New Zealand is thoroughly non-democratic. Good job. Imperialist civil war in New Zealand. Pro-imperial elements in New Zealand have risen up in open revolt against government, demanding the immediate return of the nation as a dominion of the British Empire, yet part of the Comintern. The situation has now escalated to a full-on civil war, and the New Zealand government has accused Great Britain of supplying and blah blah blah. We've seen this before. Weird. And we're in this war. Kingdom of Romania joined the... What is happening? Okay. Kingdom of Romania joined the Commonwealth of Nations, which means we are at war with Canada. South Africa. Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is weird. Because he joined the Comintern, we are now at war. Okay, because he joined the Comintern, we are fighting like alongside the Comintern to fight. Okay, all right, okay. Let's see. Let's help him out here. Great Britain allies imperialist New Zealand. British government has today announced that it will take the fledgling imperial protections. Currently, the Dios of Civil War. Throes of Civil War. Cunning tactic. Okay, now they're in the Central Powers. Okay. Alright, that's fine. This is quite the picture. Look at Joseph Stalin and Rod Hull. Man. Wow. All right. Okay. Sure. Wow, okay. At least it makes more sense that they now are part of us, part of the Comintern, or the Central Powers, than the Comintern. Thank you. I am fine with that. I don't plan on attacking you. My overlord decides to attack you. That's another thing. All right. Alright, well, at least we have a war now. This is a very interesting way to have done it. But so we are... Yeah. We're with Romania because of Austria-Hungary. And we are at war with Canada because of New Zealand. Yeah, that's interesting. We're de facto allying communists because they are fighting the guy that is allied to the guy we're fighting. Yeah. Best in victory. This is our great non-aligned world conquest. Alright. See. What do we want to be starting with here? Yeah. Weird. That's a research slot. That's a research slot. Those are very good. Need 2 to get to that. 3 to get to this. Let's go ahead and just do this one. Rationing and recycling. Every resource matters. We will ration food for our citizens, recycle to get as much metal as we can from worn out goods, and promote economy throughout the country. Vanuatu, Mongolia, Mexica, the enemy of my enemy is a communist. Oh, that's lovely. Italy joins the... Earlier today, National Spain and Italy issued a joint statement that the latter... What? Of the... I don't think they understand what's happening right now. Domination Française. And they're not in a faction. I think they just did... Okay, they did that. Alright, there it is. That's interesting. Thank you. I'm glad that actually worked. That the game didn't glitch out and was all like, yay, there's no, he doesn't have his own thing, so I won't join it. So now, yeah, it's those Latin guys. Italy, France, Spain, all in their own faction. This is interesting. I like this. I really like this. Custom rules are good. Just the weirdness of the The Kaiser fighting with the commies. Alright, we're gonna take Wellington. All nice and easy. I don't know. I mean, it's weird enough that the it's weird enough for Winston Churchill to have ever sat with Stalin, so it's not unfeasible that this would happen. Alright, and we should also just push. These boys down under gonna get you down under. 6 feet, that is. You're in Canada. Mexican-Canadian War. Man, like freaking fascist Canada. A freaking scary Vincent Price over here is fighting communist. Guy looks like he'd be a painter. And especially with a name like Francisco. Alright, what is this? The external... What is this? Yeah, gonna bring that up. That's a good way of putting it. Poland ball. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. The German guy looks scary. So, friends, deal. It's history. So yeah, I mean, it's funny. They've got Canada and Mexico at war with each other, but this big old United States that doesn't want to do anything, kind of hanging out here. Also that. So yeah, have fun, Canada. And this guy's just hanging out down here like, what am I doing? Why do you have more communists? Why do you have more fascists than communists? He has not been going down the right things. He's not made his decision, but he's probably gonna die anyway. Because, not at war with us yet. But he will be. This is a very interesting campaign. Mutinies in the army. This thing. Alright. Alarming news to reach the number of units are. It's because we have such low war support, I'm guessing. Yeah, let's spend the points. Hell yeah, let's spend the points. Also, that reminds me. Apparently we're in offensive war. We could actually increase... propaganda. Yeah. This'll, yeah, this is the weirdest World War II I've ever seen. Not a single mod either. Like, this exact same thing could be happening if I wasn't... Alright, well, This exact same thing could be happening. Oh my god, could I actually... I could take land. I don't want to. It'll be ugly. I can't puppet. Like this. Actually, no, I don't think I can. I don't have enough points. It'd be ugly. This wouldn't actually help me at all. Although, like, Panama. Like, all... Where is it? I've only got 112, and I... Alright. You have made demands during this time. Remove demands. You want to leave the conference. I could take land. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, let's take Panama. You know what? I think I should take this. Oh, man. Should I? Yeah, I want to do it. I mean, it's getting... I can't take this one. Getting ports over here. Yeah. I mean, I'll pass this. It only had oh. That's exactly how many I need. You know? It's April Fool's. What I'm doing this for. Let's meme it up. Borders are gonna look hideous. Oh my goodness. What is happening? I'm taking like the Danube. Aluminum. I don't think I have any aluminum. This is so dumb. I love it. Oh, I forgot to take this. Oops. No, they were puppeted. So, wow, alright. Wow, alright. You know, I think I should probably make a puppet out of Bulgaria. Yeah, Emu Bulgaria. Australia in Europe. So weird. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's April Fool's, so... I mean, and look at how... Like, this makes sense. They would have gotten like this if it wasn't for me taking this stuff. Britain didn't want anything. And Austria-Hungary took exactly what they wanted. Are they gonna get pissed at me for this? I don't think they could do anything about it anyway. If they wanted to. Venezia, that's fighting Italy. Oh, that's fighting Italy. And yeah, man, this is a thing. Yeah, I could declare war on Turkey. I can't because I'm a puppet. Ration and recycle. I have no idea what that guy sounds like. I mean, it's probably a normal sounding Australian guy. All right, so yeah, that war is done. I took Panama. Still fighting Canada and South Africa. Well, not even South Africa right now. They aren't in the war. To get my independence, I will need to increase my autonomy. I don't think, and there are no focuses in the path that I've taken. Even if I do become independent, I would like to stay part of I would like to stay friends with Great Britain. This is so weird. Has the Netherlands chosen anything yet? Yeah, that's right. They've chosen this. They're going non-aligned, as I had hoped. I chose a lot of countries to go non-aligned and a lot to go fascist, and the fascist ones are getting pooped on. Look at all these factories we've got now. Alright, so I think we should puppet Bulgaria, and then we keep this stuff. There it is. That's so quiet. I'm gonna need to fix that. But I guess that was a follow? Thank you. I don't normally have follower notifications on. But yeah. There it is. It's not gonna be on next time. Why though, as in why release Bulgaria? Because I don't get nearly as, I get only 2% of the manpower from this. I could get a lot more troops as, actually, could I even? Yeah, I could release him as a puppet, yeah. That's the way that I could get a puppet of a puppet. Yeah, I mean, the reason to keep it is probably because I would want land for factories. I would want to hold resources directly, but they're my puppet, so they would still give me, like, so I still have, like, priority over the resources anyway, I believe. The only reason to keep land that you do not have cores on is because you want to look big, and you want to look big, and you want to have land for factories. It gives you very, very little manpower. But anyway, I think I am going to deal with that in the future. This is very interesting. This is a very interesting campaign. I've now got 3 ongoing Hearts of Iron campaigns. I don't know what I'm doing. I will probably decide on what I want to do with Bulgaria in the future. I can't release anything over here, so I'll just keep this. Alright, what is Britain doing right now? Special Air Service. They don't feel like attacking anyone else quite yet. We're still fighting Unitary Canada, so I should send my guys over there. And I may release Panama as well. I don't think they actually... They have any resources? They have a little oil. They have 2 oil. That flag. Murder Canada. You know, we really like this flag. But you know what? We're mean. We're mean guy fascists, so we should put swords in it too. Yeah, swords are cool. We're fascists. Grrr. I'm taking... This would be very nice. Eventually. I mean, those are troops. Those are troops to get. I don't know what I want to do tomorrow. This has been fun. I may keep up with this one. I've got so many campaigns that I've got ongoing. Could you... Yeah, you could do a whole bunch of... These are the ones that get you a bunch of the allies. That makes the Central Powers. Yeah, I don't have very high goal. I don't have very difficult goals for this one. I don't even... We're almost certainly just gonna sweep. We've got Britain and Germany on the same side. We could destroy the Soviets, United States. It won't be that hard. And I'm just gonna come along for the ride. Most importantly, g'day. Alright, tomorrow I'm more than likely gonna be back with this, because this is a cool one. Until next time, thank you guys very much for joining me. Rock over London, rock on Chicago. I'm Cyrock Omega, and have a nice day. I needed one more time. One more time. Bye. My beautiful emus.